are now watching Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another video, and in today's video I'm coming on here with my week 1 predictions. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload an NFL video just like this one. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So in less than 48 hours, ladies and gentlemen, we will have meaningful NFL football back on our TV screens, man, and I'm super excited. It's been so long since we watched meaningful NFL football. This is the best time of year for me and for a lot of other people in this world, man. But I'm going to introduce myself for the new people that are going to find this video. My name is Juan Gotti. I cover the Washington Commanders on YouTube because that's my favorite team, but I also cover the NFL. So it doesn't matter what fan you are, what team you like, this is the place for you. Why? Because we cover all 32. So let's kick things off with my week 1 predictions. Thursday night, again, in less than 48 hours, baby. We have the Buffalo Bills set to travel to Hollywood to face the defending Super Bowl champions, Los Angeles Rams, man. And this is the right way to bring in the season. You know, last year, the Cowboys and Bucks was an amazing game. I'm not going to lie. That was an amazing game. But this is the right way you do this. This could be a Super Bowl preview. You know, 2 heavy hitters, 2 teams slugging it out, man. The Bills, who I personally think has the overall best roster in the NFL. And obviously the Rams coming off of a Super Bowl win last year, man. This is how you do it. Who do I have winning this game? You honestly can't go wrong with either team. I have the Buffalo Bills winning this game, though. I think they're just overall the best team in the NFL right now, roster-wise. I think they're the Super Bowl favorites right now. I think Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL as of right now. Stephon Diggs is my number 1 receiver. If I was to rank the receivers from top 5, SD is number 1 for me. I love Stephon Diggs, bro. But yeah, man, the Bills, that roster is super good on offense and defense side of the ball. They got Devin Singletary, James Cook in the backfield, SD, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox. That team is good on offense. And Josh Allen, obviously, MVP front runner this year, in my opinion. Then you go to that defense side of the ball. They just paid Von Miller all that money. Gregory Rousseau, Ed Oliver. They will be out Trey White, which is going to be a huge blow. But they still got Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde on that back end, man. So, and Matt Milano holding it down at the linebacker position. So I'm still super confident in the Buffalo Bills to get this victory. And I have the Buffalo Bills winning this game. Now, moving on to Sunday's slate of games. Let's get into it. The first game up on the docket, you have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Detroit Lions, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Eagles probably had the best offseason. Let's just call it a buck. I hate the Eagles. They're in my division, but let's keep it a buck. They had one of the best off seasons in recent memory. This year they probably had the best off season in memory, bringing in A.J. Brown, James Bradbury, drafting big Jordan Davis in the draft. They got a linebacker that I wanted from Georgia for my Washington Commanders to draft, but we did, Nakobe Dean, and then also some other pieces that they brought in. I'm not going to mention because we can talk 20 minutes about how good this Eagles off season was. But the big question mark still is going to be, is Jalen Hurts going to be the franchise quarterback? That is going to still be yet to be answered. So I have the Detroit Lions being way better than what a lot of people think this year. I think they have a lot of offensive talent. They are going to get Jameson Williams back here shortly, probably like October. They will be getting him back. But even without Jameson Williams, they still have a really solid offense. They have, T.J. Hawkinson, one of the best tight ends in football. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had a really good season. They just brought in DJ Chark. That backfield is really good. Jamal Williams. And then you have DeAndre Swift. So that offense, and Dan Campbell, the way he coaches, man, I love Dan Campbell, man. They're going to be way better than what a lot of people think. However, I think Philadelphia is going to get the win here. But I would not be surprised if Detroit actually beats them. Then you go over to the next game. Battle of 2 second-year quarterbacks here. San Francisco 49ers traveling to Soldier Field to face the Chicago Bears. And I'll be honest with you, man. I feel like the Chicago Bears didn't do nothing to really help Justin Fields this year. That offensive line is terrible, man. But outside of Darnell Mooney, what do they really have to lean on in Chicago for Justin Fields? Not really much. And I feel so bad for Justin Fields, man, because he's not going to get a proper chance to develop and actually get a fair shot, I believe. So I think he's just stuck in a sticky situation, man, and he's just not going to get a fair shot. As for Trey Lance, he couldn't be coming in to a better, better situation. You got a dominant run game. Just re-signed Deebo Samuel. The 49ers are one of the NFC favorites to, make some noise this year. However, I'm not personally, just me personally, I'm not that big of a fan of Trey Lance. I think Justin Fields is actually better than Trey Lance. But I am going to give the 49ers the victory just for the sole reason that they have a way better roster than the Chicago Bears. But I think Justin Fields is better than Trey Lance. But let's go over to the next game. Steelers versus Cincinnati Bengals. Steelers just, announced Mitchell Trubisky to be their Week 1 starter, so he's going to get a second chance after his time in Chicago. He's going to get a second chance to start. And I think he may be really, really solid. They got George Pickens, Chase Claypool. That offense really solid. Deontay Johnson. However, I think Cincinnati's going to pick up where they left off. Now, they may not make a deep as a run as they did last year, but I think Cincinnati is going to be a playoff team. They're going to pick up where they left off. So give me Cincinnati. Then you have the New England Patriots traveling to Miami to face the Dolphins. I got the Patriots winning that game, man. I know the Dolphins made a big splash getting Tyreek Hill, and that team is going to be really, really solid this year. However, I'm just not that big on Tua, and the Patriots didn't have a really good offseason either. I'm not that big on the Patriots either this season. When Kendrick Bourne, Jacoby Myers and Devontae Parker are your receivers to really throw to, you have a million tight ends and Hunter Henry and like Jonnu Smith and stuff like that. I'm not that big on you. And Mac Jones, I don't know if he has enough to work with to make him to the playoffs. And then especially when the Bills is in your division, the Dolphins in your division, and the Jets are going to be better than a lot of people think they are. They just upgraded a lot this offseason too, especially when they get Zach Wilson. They'll be much better. I'm just not that big on the Patriots. However, I think it's going to be Week 1. Expectations for the Dolphins are through the roof right now. I think Bill Belichick is going to keep his team competitive throughout the whole 18-week schedule. And that defense on the Patriots is always good too. So give me the New England Patriots to beat the Miami Dolphins. Then you go over to the Browns versus the Panthers. As we know, Jacoby Brissett getting the start. Baker Mayfield going back to Cleveland. Well, actually, Cleveland's going to be on the road, but he's going to be facing Cleveland, since his departure last year, Week 1. Give me the Panthers. I think Jacoby Brissett is going to be horrible, man. Deshaun Watson is going to come back to like Week 13. So give me the Panthers, man, to win that game. Then you have the Colts and Texans. Give me the Colts, man. I really think the Texans are going to be much better than what a lot of people think, though. I like Davis Mills. I would not be surprised if the Colts actually lose this game. But give me the Colts. Just going to stay safe with my selection here. The Saints and Falcons, give me the Saints here. And the Ravens and Jets. The Jets could be sneaky just because of the offensive talent. Joe Flacco, savvy veteran, going to be wanting to beat the Ravens. That's personal for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Although they did end on good terms, what better feeling is it to beat your former team, right? So I think they're going to be out there head hunting and wanting to get that victory real, real bad for Joe Flacco. I would not. This is another game where I would not be surprised if the Ravens actually lose, but I'm going to be safe and take the Ravens again. Then you have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling here to face my Washington Commanders. Give me the Washington Commanders, man. There's a lot of people picking the Jaguars. A lot of people saying we're trash still. Like, you can just tell by a lot of these analyst predictions that they just have not been keeping up with Washington this offseason. We made a ton of good moves. Carson Wentz is not as bad as what a lot of people think. So give me the Washington Commanders to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then you have the Packers versus Vikings, a good old NFC North battle. This should be fun to watch. Give me the Green Bay Packers, though. I think Aaron Rodgers, even though he is going to lose Devontae Adams, he's going to find a new target and Alan Lazard to love and Christian Watson from North Dakota State. It's Aaron Rodgers at the end of the day, so give me A-Rod. As long as the Packers got Aaron Rodgers, they're going to stay competitive. Then you got Giants, Titans. Give me the Titans, you know what I'm saying? I think the Giants are going to be way better than what a lot of people think, and I don't think the Titans are going to be that good this year, but as long as you got the King back there, you can hand it to him every play, and he is going to have a positive game. So give me the Titans, even though I'm not that big on them. I don't know if Treylon Burks is going to be able to replace A.J. Brown, but give me the Titans. Then you go over to Raiders, Chargers. This is going to be a slugfest, man. AFC West has had a crazy offseason, man. The Raiders get Devontae Adams. The Chargers get Khalil Mack, man. The Chargers and the Raiders are going to be super, super fun to watch this year, and I would not be surprised if these two teams make it to the playoffs. But who do I think going to win this game, man? The Chargers are at home, 425. Man, give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. I'm going to say Chargers. I'm going to win this game. Then you move on to the Chiefs versus Cardinals. Cardinals going to be without DeAndre Hopkins for the first couple weeks of the season, first 6 weeks of the season. So give me the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs, even though they did lose Tyreek Hill, they replaced them with Juju Smith-Schuster. So I think the Chiefs are going to always be competitive and good when they have Patrick Mahomes back there. Then you move over to Sunday Night Football. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys. This was a game that was amazing last year. I know you guys remember that game to open up week 1 last year's Thursday night game. It was amazing. I think this game is going to be just like that. Yes, the Cowboys are minus Amari Cooper now, but I think this game is going to be just like that one. And I think the outcome is going to be the same. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys in a very, very, very close game. Then to close out week 1, you have the Broncos, Russell Wilson, let's ride, going back to Seattle to face his former team and the Seahawks. Give me the Denver Broncos. I don't think the Seahawks stand a chance. They're going to be horrible this year, man. Geno Smith is their starting quarterback. Feel bad for DK Metcalf, but give me the Denver Broncos. So, yeah, man, that is my week 1 prediction. Let me know what you guys think about my predictions down below in the comment section. What are your week 1 predictions? And we'll be doing this every single week for the whole entire NFL season. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you are new. As always, me and Boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you